got it all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Back to pass, it's Preston. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, does it get any better than that? Creating a turnover on the very first play of the game. You talk about doing this all week, and you talk about we can beat this team. We're going to go out there and execute. And to do it, the first snap, belief climbing through the roof, baby.
Makes the catch. It's Randall. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll line up for a second down play. Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, athletic tight ends today are such a premium in college football. Not only can these guys block, but you see this tight end and his ability in the open field, the wiggle that he has to make people miss. Don't see that too often.
And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it to the right. Find some fresh air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Back to pass, it's Mills. Got his man. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he got the ball.
And now on second down for this offense. Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Coming out with it, it's Banks. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's past the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Dropping back, it's Preston. Using the quick game.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Offense gets set for second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it right down the middle of the field, and he couldn't make the play.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw on line, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
From the gun on third down. Hauls it in. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The sure hands, it's Sanchez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Going to look downfield again. That's caught. It's Sanchez. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. To the air, it's Preston. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Scanning the field, it's Preston. Got it in the middle, it's Wells. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Banks. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in their kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Now they'll run the draw. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Marshall.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The play action fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Snagged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. 4th and short, ball right at midfield. But, look, I'm going to confess, it at least crossed my mind that they might be trying to draw the defense offside.
I hear you, but you're going for this every time, right?
Oh, you have to, because there's nothing to gain by not going for it. You back up and punt. What do you really gain by that? It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mills. Fires to the right. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a great job by the wide receiver understanding where the first down marker is. Don't mess around. Don't run 2 yards short. Get to the first down, catch the football, move the sticks, and get an extra set of downs.
Off the play fake on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going to the running game. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Randall. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
A first down run in the red zone. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Mills. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the clock. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now, setting up fourth.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Preston. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the 1st down.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He'll pitch it. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Great job by the running back scoring on that pitch play off the option. It wasn't easy. He had to make somebody miss and do some dirty work there down inside the 10-yard line, but nice individual effort.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Snyder. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Fires to the big fella. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mills. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Complete to the right. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far, and this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy pass and catch.
To the air, it's Mills. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Going to the ground. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Unloads to the wideout. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Preston. Makes the grab. It's Bell. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going deep. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Mills. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Makes the catch. It's Randall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Offense.
Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. And he rushes it right through the uprights. It's good from 59.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. It'll be a draw. Picks up the 1st down. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw, it's Preston. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks, it's Bell. He gets it into plus territory, he's out of bounds at the 48. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Wells. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And that's a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack, throw the ball away. Now, listen, we can debate whether that was intentional grounding or not because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So, you know what? Nice throwaway, QB.
And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the 2nd quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Mills. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. The give to the tailback. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
They'll go back to work on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Looking for a man. It's Preston. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
2nd down coming up. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pulls it in. It's Bell. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Kick is in the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's 2nd down. Nice move to keep running. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Leaves it with the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At the 27, brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Preston. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in on the right. Lots of room to run. And he will house it.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Pulls and fires complete to the right.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Now on second down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mills. Under fire. Throws toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Hold it. Offense.
So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needed as they're trying to get it in the end zone.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Wells. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Preston. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the third down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Patrick. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Mills. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was all me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to punt it away.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Looking to pass, it's Mills. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Marshall. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They just keep firing. Caught over the middle. It's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert third down. Handoff to the single back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Well, it's fourth and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Briggs. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
Yeah, you used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big fella.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wells. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw, it's Preston. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That's caught, it's Sanchez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football, and I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mills. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, and you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there, broke on the football, almost had the big play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Running back searching for a hole. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Patrick. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense just simply not fooled by the plan. And oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle, it's Patrick. And he'll be brought down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mills. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep...
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly play so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Sanchez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. It's Preston. Throwing right. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee.